Okay, so I'm back now to doing pose 1 again, but this time I'm actually going to do the Nuncio Vox. So, as with the other one, it's just a very simple build. This, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as the main model body. Take you long to clip these out nice and fast. I've noticed I'm getting a lot faster at building these now because I've just done them. One thing I did notice, and I'm not sure it's a good thing or a bad thing, is that there's only 5 actual models for this tactical squad, and it's a squad of 20. So I am starting to think, well, does that limit the way, you know? Is it a bit limiting with the number of poses? How am I going to make them sort of look unique and different? That's just something I'm going to think about as I go through, really, building the other ones. If I think of something very interesting, I'll probably do a special video on it. Say, you know, this is a conversion that I did, or this is what I've done to make them a bit more interesting. But I'll see how it goes. My main aim now is to just very quickly build this Vox officer. Now I'm actually gonna assume that there isn't really much of an issue in doing any other sort of pose and putting it, because as far as I can see, only major thing is there's something that goes on the backpack. So you could use a different body if you wanted to for this guy. There's just something that goes on the top of the backpack and a little piece that goes on the side of the head. Definitely use too much glue there. Really hate having glue kind of seep out. There we go, nice and solid. So I think definitely one thing that I'm trying to think about is how I can make them a bit more diverse. I'm also going to have to actually get some proper rules for the different legions to see what kind of alternative styles they can have. Okay, so the next part here, we need 4, 5 and 6 to actually put the arms together. No, that's not good. Okay, and again, just make sure that you line up the actual indents there so that they go together nicely. I think I really do, though. I'll probably most of my videos for Night Lord ones aren't going to be building them, which is pretty much same-o. I think what I'll really be doing on those videos for the rest is really talking about what changes are made to make them look less regimented. You know, obviously with the Imperial Fist, as I've said on all of these videos, they always come across as, you know, following official rules, making sure that they do what they want. I've spent a bit of time reading up a bit more about my Imperial Fist history, and obviously just looking at the second foundings. So that includes the Crimson Fist and the Black Templars, and yeah, Alexis Polis is the first chapter master of the Crimson Fist, which is 100% certain anyway that was the case. And although it wasn't entirely just one company that became them, the veterans that he would lead definitely became the leaders of the Crimson Fists. So my aim will be to make the 401st feel like the Proto-Crimson Fists, make them feel very kind of veterans. Always comes across as being a leader of veterans. Alexis Polis, beast of a man. I want that minute. I want his model. He's absolutely gorgeous. So I want that from Forge World. Here we go. 32 and 33. Just need to put these together again. I'm finding it very therapeutic, actually, to make these videos while I'm putting things together. I don't know why. I'm finding it so relaxing. Maybe because putting miniatures together is not the most fun thing. Talking calms me down. And it's forcing me to go a bit slower so that I'm not rushing to get them done. Okay, and then we need shoulder pad 34 here. Okay, now what we have to do for the helmet is the helmet actual number is 39, which is over here. Now what we have to do as well is, in order to create the actual Vox, we have to then go across to the A-frame, and we have to find 11, so it's a very small little piece. It's over here, and that is going to basically just become the little bit extra, basically the antennae on the side. So it looks like it should kind of just just upon what I'm feeling here, if I have a quick look, it feels like it goes here slightly above. I have to decide where that goes. I don't think it goes here. I don't think it goes further down. I think it goes a bit further up on his head. What I'm worried about with this is kind of the glue squidging up the side, but I think I've got it all right there. Yeah, there we go. You'll feel that it just kind of slides in place quite neatly just here. Just trying to decide if there's like a better positioning for it, because it looks a bit strange. No, that's it right there. That's where it seems to naturally kind of slide on and fit. Just going to leave that to glue for a second while I also come back to this A-frame again. I think it is. Is it on the A-frame? Yeah, it's A10. Let me just find it. Ah, there it is. And this is going on top of the backpack. Okay, so over here I need backpack 46. Now, one thing I did notice on the instructions is if you aren't putting something on top of this backpack, so if you're not putting, say, the Vexilla or the Vox on it, you just need to trim that off. You need to cut that part off. So if it's just a regular marine with no extras, you just need to get a Stanley knife and, well, scalpel, better to use, and just trim that off. And that is actually in the instructions, but just in case you miss it, if you're doing this without the additional extras, just make sure you put that on. Yeah, in fact, actually, if you look carefully, this doesn't have the same kind of setup as the Banny. It feels like it should just slide on, but it doesn't seem to, so yeah, I am going to have to cut that off anyway. There we go. So yeah, actually this does not go on unless you cut that off. I mean, I think it would just be an easy thing for them just to make sure that this thing had that design, but it just doesn't seem to. Either that or I've just cut something off I didn't need to. There we go. But I did try and fit that on and it just did not seem to sit on unless you cut that off, or it didn't for me. Okay, let's glue this back on now. his head on. Again, I think in some ways it would have been nice if there was an, you know, like maybe just to give it a bit of uniqueness. Maybe if there was just like an arm with just a hand on it, so that he could like have the bolt gun at ease and then have his hand maybe moving up to his earpiece. I think that might have looked a bit better if they'd given that option. So shame they didn't, but you know, see how, you know, again, that's something you would want to convert maybe. Okay, now I'm going to just finish off with the A-frame, do the last little bits. So I get a 13 for the gun on his side. I'm going to get myself number 25 just to give him some grenades, and a number 14 here so that he's got a bayonet on his rifle, on his bolt gun. Ooh, too much glue there. There we go. Fixed it. I'm always not sure deciding where to put these things like grenades, because obviously if you put them up too near the belt, you just feel like this guy would just be constantly smacking them. Yeah. But by the same logic, they just feel right near up near the belt, just more natural. Okay, and just attaching to his base now, and we are done. So there we go. That is how you add the Nuncio Vox onto pose 1.